8 in all competitions. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer needed to stop the rot, to show that everybody at the football club and the fans, yeah, we've had a bad period, but I know what to do to fix this. That's the biggest worry. You think about the vibe now, Carl, going into pre-season, into next season, where, you know, the results were awful towards the end. He couldn't fix it. I mean, it's such a difficult job for a guy that should have never been given the job a few weeks ago on the back of this euphoria and the improvement, and it should have waited to the end of the season and then make a calculated, smart decision about how the club moved forward.
So I agree with a lot of that. The early Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and it was more than a bump, but it was freeing the players, but it never took form. We've been waiting for it to take identity. We were waiting for a plan and a strategy, and now it's kind of fallen apart after the freedom sort of wore off and the excitement, right?
Yeah, the enjoyment of
so the bigger problem is above Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. The problem wasn't Jose Mourinho. The problem isn't Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. The problem is we're now Sir Alex Ferguson's gone. We're in our 4th rebuild with Manchester United. $1 billion spent. It's like we're trying to build a mansion. You have endless funds, and you get your financial advisor to do it instead of hiring an architect. And every time you build it, you got to break it and level it to the ground and do it again.
But Ed Woodward, the foundation's there for this.
Ed Woodward, they just showed him 5 times. The fact that we know him, that he's one of the most famous chief execs in the world, is a bad thing. This is a guy that should not be building this club in terms of what we see on the field and who manages it. He's a wonderful, brilliant man in turning this club into something that you can monetize, but they need someone that understands how to make this club competitive again.
Ed Woodward, the name we're going to hear a lot about in the next few weeks. Well, Arsenal are set